Hey, booze. Hey, it is your girl, the Rising Phoenix Empath, coming at you from Maryland. And I wanted to jump on real quick this evening, tonight, right now. I wanted to jump on real quick. And I wanted to give a quick, just give you a quick message about breaking generational curses and what that looks like and what that means, because we hear in the spiritual community, we hear a lot about chosen ones being the generational curse breakers of the family. And what the heck is that? Because I find myself saying, what is it? What is that? Right? Well, it can look a lot of different ways. Okay, I think I'm going to give you two ways that it could look. It could be, you know, maybe the person in the family that did the said thing, right? That would cause a generation to be cursed. Maybe your mission in life was walking with that person, right? Walking with that person through their transition to ensure that when that transition happened, they were in fact redeemed. Meaning they themselves have dealt with their own actions. They themselves had sought redemption and forgiveness from the Creator. They themselves have admitted to you what the source of that was, so that even you would have an understanding of what made this person tick. It could look like that. Identifying the trauma that they have experienced that would inspire them to repeat those same traumas to other people. Right? And that, that's not talked about a lot, but it could look, being a generational curse breaker could just be you being a safe place for somebody who did the said thing that would have the family in a place of being in a generational curse. Being a safe space and place for this person, helping them navigate end of life, helping them come to themselves, and having their come to Yeshua's moment, and dealing with the dark night of the soul that comes with dredging up trauma. Helping to break generational curses could look like that. Helping to break generational curses. This is something that we don't talk about a lot. This is another way. Breaking generational curses could look like you completely disconnecting from family. And, especially, in the black community, right? I think that maybe it's probably in all communities, but I can only speak for black community because I'm a black girl, right? So, but tell me if I'm wrong. All other communities, feel free to weigh in on this. In the black community, we are taught that family's all that you have, and to love each other no matter what. And in a sense, this ideology, just like modern day Christianity, perpetuates abuse in the sense of love your master, obey your master, respect your master, when in essence the Creator never created people to be owned by other people. right? And it's the same thing when we're in relationship with family members that we love. We've been taught and brought up, grandma, great grandma, mama told us, love your family, and you do love you and they didn't tell you nothing wrong. You're supposed to love your family, right? But what happens if your family is so treacherous to you? What happens if your family is so jealous and envious of you? Right? And these aren't just shallow words being spoken. Oh, they're jealous. Oh, they're envious. But there are works that span over an entire lifetime, right? That prove that these people, they don't care about you. They don't love you. They'll never celebrate you. They'll never be in a place of being able to truly be happy for you. During all of your big milestone moments in life, they were never nowhere to be found. When you graduated high school, they were nowhere to be found. When you graduated with your associates, they were nowhere to be found. When you graduated with your bachelor's, they were nowhere to be found. When you graduated with your master's, they were nowhere to be found. And in some cases, these people were somewhere to be found, but they picked arguments with you. And they got suddenly angry with you just so that they wouldn't have to support you, just so they wouldn't have to see you walk across the stage, just so they wouldn't have to congratulate you on your accomplishment. And this goes way deeper than selfishness. These acts are inspired by jealousy and envy, which brings forth the spirit of murder. So sometimes breaking a generational curse is breaking away from people that have been nothing but treacherous to you, and that have proven over and over and over and over again that every time they have an opportunity to celebrate you and support you, instead they'll go out of their way to ensure that your happiness is derailed at any cost, that your accomplishments are ruined, that your big days are messed up and ruined. What do you do when you love these people so much, but the fruit of their works and the fruit of their words have shown nothing but the exact opposite to you? And you've been nothing but there for these people. And because you stood on business, you finally stood on business, these people created a narrative that you did something to them, because with their lying lips they made false implications about you. And with every false implication, all you did was speak a blatant truth, and you were able to combat the lies with the truth that is true and facts. And because you did this, you're the enemy. Sometimes breaking a generational curse is going to look like severing familial relationships forever. When people have proven to you that they'll never love you, never celebrate you, never be loyal to you, never be happy for you, and never want God's very best for you, and in fact will go out of their way to ensure goodness will never find your door. So sometimes breaking a generational curse looks like severing those relationships. I hope this was helpful. Until next time, Chosen.